Hello, Taurus. Elsie here to do a reading for you, my friends. It is a bonus read. How are you? And happy weekend to you. I am throwing these on a Sunday. You might not get this until early Monday morning, but I'm here to do a reading for you. Look, I was just going to go through the spiel and say I'm reading for the current and the future energy. I'm not looking at anything back there, but look, we all know what we know. Mercury's in retrograde and so is Venus, so I'm not calling damn thing. I'm not calling anything. Everything's on the table, whatever it is. Let's find out what's going on for you, Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Welcome if you're brand new here. Welcome if you've been here before, if you're the rider guy. And don't forget that private readings are open. Check the pinned comment at the top of the comments there if you want to know pricing. All right, let's find out about Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Oh boy, I don't know what I'm feeling here. Trying to put a finger on what I'm feeling here. It feels a little bit not really scattered, Taurus, but it feels like all bets are off. And I think that's why I opened the way I did. I feels like all bets are off and that anything could happen. And so let's find out why I'm feeling that energy. Tell me about Taurus. We have the Queen of Pentacles here. We have the Two of Cups, and we have the Death card. Taurus, I feel like you're minding your business. I always get that energy from the Queen of Pentacles when she shows up. Feels like you're minding your business. You're planting your own garden. I feel like you're in the midst of your own harvest, that you're stable, sturdy. You're doing really well in your life. I feel like I'm reading for someone here who is not in a relationship. I don't think that you are. I think that there's Two Cups here and Death, and for a couple of reasons. The first reason is I feel like the Two of Cups and Death are here because there's been an ending to some sort of romantic thing. But also I feel like the way you love has transformed, Taurus. I feel like you are no longer dealing with the King of Cups in the reverse. I want to say that you are somebody who is stable and sturdy. You're somebody who's emotionally intelligent, and you're not dealing with these people who just can't keep it together. Somebody who is going to blow up or have an outburst emotionally, or I feel like you're just not dealing with that anymore. I feel like you've changed in how you deal with people here. I want to say that you love yourself, and so that's why you have stopped entertaining people who just cannot keep it together here. We've got the Two Cups and the Death card. Tell me about the Death cards here. Got the Hanged Man energy. After much deliberation. Knight of Wands. You know, it really does. It's pointing to this here, Taurus. It feels like somebody here has stepped into the Queen of Pentacles shoes. And the Queen of Pentacles shoes are not just about stable finances. It's about, I'm now planting my own garden to invite in the butterflies so I can transform whenever I want to. I'm, eating from my own garden, so I'm taking care of my body. I'm taking care of my health. I'm stable in all ways in the 3D. Food, health, house, home, material wealth, all of that stuff. I feel like you are doing it because you love yourself and for not any other reason. I think you changed. I think that the transformation is here because somebody has changed. Someone has learned that being in the Hanged Man energy is an okay place to be for a short amount of time, but it can get very stagnant there. When life is in a pause, it's no fun. I feel like the Death card is also pertaining to the Hanged Man energy, which tells me that you've finally gotten out of the tree. I feel like you finally cut yourself down and decided that I'm enlightened. I now know what I need to do for myself. I know what I need to do for me. It feels like what has changed is your perception, your point of view. You have changed your, it feels like you're trying to get a different take on something, and it feels like you've changed your mind. We have the Knight of Wands here. You know what I feel it is? I feel like all of this energy of change and getting a different perspective or a new perspective on transformation and transforming how you love yourself. I feel like it's put a barrier between you and the Knight of Wands. So I want to say, Taurus, that if the Knight of Wands does show up, you're not interested. And not because of anything horrible or awful or, all the disparaging things we could say about someone who didn't give you any stability in your life, or someone who maybe maybe it was just fire and that's all it was. I feel like the Knight of Wands is someone that you're not even interested in. It's like when you begin to take care of your body and you go on some sort of a health journey, it's like the things that you used to eat, you no longer have a taste for. It's like you know what they do to your body, so you no longer have a taste for those things. And so I feel like that's what's happening here. It does feel like you no longer have a taste for the King of Wands. For people who are just going to show up in fire and just going to show up and take what they want and leave when they want and come back when they want, I feel like the Death card is telling me that what has transformed is the way you love and what you perceive love to be. It feels like you have changed your perception of love. You've changed your mind here is what it feels like. And I feel like it's not only surface level, it's deep within you because the Hanged Man is here. And that is card number 12, which is Piscean energy. We do have the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, see, Three of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands to me is friends with benefits. I really do feel like you have changed your taste. And so you don't have a taste for this anymore. Starting a relationship in fire and hoping that it becomes more. We do have the Four of Pentacles. Nope, I'm holding back my energy. I'm not doing that to myself anymore. That's what it feels like here. We do have the Seven of Pentacles. You've worked too damn hard on yourself to allow the Knight of Pentacles or the Knight of Wands to just show up and wreck it all. That's what I feel like it is. So I feel like you are holding back from anybody who would suggest that they kind of want something but don't want to put a label on it, or that they just want friendship but maybe will just have a little bit of passion. I feel like you are holding back from that. I think the door is closed. Four of Pentacles is here. I don't think you're doing that stuff anymore, Taurus. Only because I feel like you've changed. I feel like you've had a deep spiritual awakening, a realization, and a change here. Tell me more about Taurus. We have the Page of Pentacles. It's a new day and a new you. It's a decision that you made. We have two pentacles here. You made a decision about how you're going to stand firm to your convictions in the two pentacles here. You're looking for something new, I think, Taurus, and you've had some sort of a realization, right? The Tower is here. The Tower is here because I feel like you are now, you've had a realization or an awakening. With the Death card and the Tower together, to me, it's a spiritual awakening. It's like being born again. It feels like you now see things clearer. When the tower falls, you didn't realize maybe that there was another road on the other side of the tower, because the tower was very big. It's an illusion that you built that maybe you would do anything to get someone who would pay attention to you. I don't think you're that person anymore. I feel it's because you've had some sort of a spiritual awakening and now you love yourself more than you ever have. So it's a realization or a shift in your thinking. And maybe for some of you, you haven't gone through this tower yet, but it feels like this is a shift of your thinking and the way you see yourself and the worth that you have, because the Queen of Pentacles knows their worth. We have the Knight of Cups and the Strength card. I kind of love that, because in your realization, what you've realized is that it needs to go slow. It's the slow love I'm looking for. It's the one that is wildly romantic. It's the one that holds back their emotions just a little bit. It's not somebody who comes at me in fire like the Knight of Wands and love bombs me and does all the things they can do to get me to do whatever they want me to submit to. I feel like what you're waiting for here is the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is the gallant one, right? The one who's into romantic displays. And the Strength card is telling me that it feels like this person is somebody, the one that you're looking for, you've realized is, I don't care how long it takes, as long as it's the right one, because I don't want to go through this love bombing stage and this person gets what they want from me and then they're just off. They're off doing their own thing. And, it's because this one is, the kind of flighty, right? The Knight of Wands is a little bit flighty, is a person who is, not giving any stability, not just to you, but to anyone, right? They don't give stability to their friendships at all. They might call you a friend, but they know what they're there for, right? So the Strength card tells me here that what you're looking for, what's acceptable for you now, is somebody who's going to hold back their passions, somebody who's going to be truthful and honest, and because you don't want to have to worry about what they're doing, what they're trying to get away with, what they're thinking about. It's interesting that the Seven of Swords has come up under the Three of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. It feels like I don't want liars in my life anymore. I don't want to have to worry about how this person feels or what's going on or what they're doing or who's in their DMs. Yeah, you've completely moved on from that type of energy. It's really beautiful with this Tower and the Death card here, because it feels like, it being attached to the Knight of Cups and the Two of Cups tells me that there is somebody coming in. It feels like there is to be a celebration, or you're to be maybe invited out somewhere. And it's like now you're looking at life through different eyes. You're looking at it through a different path. You can see the path on the other side of the Tower. And so I feel like this Knight of Cups is somebody who's likely to show up for you. For some of you, maybe it's not right away, I'm just going to say. But we do have, I feel like your taste is different now, as I just want to say. And when you realize the damage that some of the food you're eating does to your body, you kind of lose a taste for it. You no longer want it or vie for it, or I must have it, because you know the damage that it's doing to you on a cellular level. I feel like it's the same thing with this love here, that it would be lovely to have someone who can't keep their hands off you and would love you, love bomb you, right? But in the right way. I mean, the love bomber that shows up and bombs you with love right away is not the right one. You get into a slow moving relationship with someone over a long period of time, and then all of a sudden they start giving you all that kind of attention. It's way different, right? So it feels like with the Six of Swords here, no more chaos. I feel like that's what the Tower took away, is that you're no longer in this illusion where I need something external to validate who I am as the Queen of Pentacles, because the Queen of Pentacles doesn't look for the external validation, not in a relationship, not in a job, not in any of that stuff. The Queen of Pentacles knows their worth. And so I feel like that is the energy that you're in, whether it's not now, maybe it is now, but for some of you, maybe it's coming up. Maybe you haven't been through the Tower yet. We do have the Emperor. We have the Five of Wands, and we have the Six of Wands. Yes, you've leveled up, friend. Now you know your worth. And when you know your worth and you act as if you know your worth, that's when somebody who's on your vibrational level shows up. So the Emperor is now you are attracting a different level or a different type of person into your life, friends and relationships, like romantic relationships and friendships as well. It feels like you're going to let them fight over you, I think is what you're going to do. If the Emperor wants you, the Emperor can fight for you. And I think that's what the energy is now, that I know my worth. And if you want me, you can fight for me. Jump into the competition. If you want me that bad, then you can just tell me exactly what you want for me, and then maybe we'll negotiate that. We'll talk about it. I feel like you're entering a cycle here, Taurus, where you're about to get a lot of attention. I feel like for some of you, it could be a lot of attention because of whatever you've accomplished in the Pentacle world. But for most of you, I feel like it's because you've had this glow up to the Queen of Pentacles, right? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. It feels like you've had this glow up to the Queen of Pentacles, and I feel like you're sort of acting in sort of a detached manner. And I feel like that's a really good idea. The Six of Wands has their back to the Five of Wands. You're like, if the Emperor wants me, the Emperor can come get me. The Emperor can fight for me because I'm on my way. I'm doing things. I'm getting a lot of attention from other people. So if the Emperor wants me, the Emperor can let it be known. Can speak words like an adult instead of dropping hints, instead of love bombing, instead of that stuff. We're going to talk about it like adults. We've got the Hierophant, the Fool. I like it. There is something new coming here, Taurus. It does feel like there is a new opportunity showing up here. Look, for some of you, it's a new opportunity to explore your spirituality. For some of you, it might not even be about your Pentacle world. It might not even be about romanticism. But the Hierophant is about structure. I feel like you finally built yourself a big, steady structure about what it is, and you're not about to veer off the path, is what it feels like. It feels like for some of you, this is the awakening, right? This is like, I'm on a new path because I am a new person. I feel like you are a new person. It feels like this Hierophant energy tells me that I'm only going to entertain people who want commitment. If you come at me and you just want a date or two, I'm not doing it with you. If you tell me in the first date that you're looking for a long-term commitment, then maybe you're my person. So I feel like somebody here is looking for a long-term commitment, that you are looking for it to end up in whatever long-term commitment looks for you, because it's not marriage for everybody. Not everyone's looking to put a ring on it. Some people, it's like, let's just get together and be partners and have children. The Fool is telling me that something is about to show up that is going to ask you to take some sort of a leap of faith here. For some of you, it could be a job. For others of you, it could be love. But it feels like this Emperor is why I'm questioning whether it's a job or whether it's love, because the Emperor can also be someone who's doing the hiring and the firing, right? So maybe this Emperor is somebody who sees you as someone who is in competition, that you are somebody who is in the competition, and they do notice you, that you're the person who gets a lot of attention. Maybe this Emperor and all of their people who are helping them do the hiring think that you are the best person for the job because you are the leader. And you are the one who's ready to take some sort of a leap of faith. Tell me about the Fool. We do have the Ace of Swords and we have the King of Wands. So I feel like there is going to be some sort of a realization or an aha moment. There is somebody here who is going to take action. They're going to take action. They're going to pursue. For some of you, it could be an Aries. It could be an Emperor. It could be a Scorpio, a Pisces. We have Leo. We have more Scorpio energy. We have Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy, more Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It feels like there is somebody here who I feel that you might meet in a group of people, as I was saying here with the Three of Cups, that you might meet in a group of people. So I'm going to say, take those invitations as they show up. I feel like this person's going to make themselves known, whether they are a king or an emperor, or maybe they're an emperor that comes at you as a king. They're going to let themselves be known. They're a person who's going to come to you and make conversation with you. This is not somebody that you have to chase. This is somebody who's ready to take a leap of faith into some sort of commitment, Taurus. They are not looking to just hit it and quit it. That's not what they're doing here. This is somebody who has rolled in their passions. This is somebody who's not a knight. They are, in fact, a king. They are somebody who rules a kingdom of some sort. They do well in their lives. They get what they want, but they are somebody who is responsible with their passions. They are somebody who will go for what they want, but they are responsible with their passions. Tell me what the outcome is here for Taurus, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We have the Eight of Wands. We have the Eight of Pentacles. For some of you, it could be a job, definitely. It could be that you're going to have that call for a job, maybe after you felt like nobody was making a decision at all. The Eight of Pentacles is about going over the details of the subject matter expert. It feels like somebody is about to pick you for something. It's going to allow you to quit a job that you really don't like, that you really are sort of closed off to and you feel is like a chaotic situation. The Two of Swords tells me that for some of you, this romance could show up in the workplace. It definitely, the Two of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles. We have the Four of Swords, we have the Two of Wands, and we have the Ace of Pentacles. I'm going to say that you will get way more done, Taurus, if you relax than if you decide to pursue. It feels like you're supposed to just relax. Someone else is about to make a decision here. Someone is preparing to make a decision to give you some sort of an offer, whether it is for a job or for a romantic situation here. It's the King of Swords. And look, you're always going to get the honest truth from the King of Swords. So the King of Swords is Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. We have Leo again here. It feels like somebody here is having their own realization about you. So I always do see this as the employer, right? This could also be someone who's interested in justice, but this could be a person that you're dealing with as well. We do have the sun shining on the King of Swords. The King of Swords is having a breakthrough, making a decision, and is about to speak up. But the thing is that the Three of Wands is here. And I feel like that you're going to have to wait for it a little bit, I'm going to say. That this person is currently in an energy where they are turning their back on something, and before they can bring in the Ace of Wands to bring 4 aces here. Bring 4 wands, bring stability to you and them. So whether it's a job or whether it is a person who you're hoping for romantically, it feels like something is about to show up here. We have the 8 of Cups. I think you're supposed to detach from it. Yep. This is what's supposed to go on with you right now, Taurus. This is your advice. I feel like you are supposed to mind your business, keep in this Queen of Pentacles energy. The Queen of Pentacles is not focused on who's coming, who's the person, not focused on the external things at all. I'm focused on my home. I'm focused on my life. I'm focused on my material world, on making myself well, getting myself financially stable. And I feel like this 4 of Cups is telling me that that you, when you're minding your own business, building the roots here, that this person who has been detached from you comes in with an offer, comes in with a cup here. So I think you're supposed to be in a detached energy right now, because I feel like somebody here is showing up with some sort of an offer for you. And I feel like it's, for some of you, could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 13. Yeah, it seems like for some of you, it could be between now and about 4 to 5 months. But we do have swords here. So 1, 2, 8, 17. I think a few weeks for some of you. Yeah, it seems like a month or 30 days for some of you here. Could be 9 weeks. I'm just saying. It feels like it's something that's fairly close. It's giving you time to do this. So if you're not yet in this place where you value your time, you're sort of ignoring people who are trying to be this Knight of Wands energy, who are coming at you and trying to take things from your life instead of adding to you. I feel like this is your prize. Should you just continue to love on yourself and change how you see love, continue to do that. I feel like somebody's going to bust into your Zen time here. Somebody here is going to bust into the Zen time, and yeah, I think you're going to let them pass the boundary. I'm just going to say, because this King of Swords is not someone who's coming at you in fire. This is somebody who's excited to meet you. There's the Ace of Wands is under the Sun. It's a breakthrough. It's like, wow, I think I've met the Queen of Pentacles. Like, I feel like this person thinks that you're quite. It's like they've been looking for you. They've been looking for someone like you, or waiting for someone like you. They've been waiting for a breakthrough, someone who really gets them, someone who you really get and they really get you. That's what it feels like. Taurus, I'm going to let you go from here. Thank you so much for being here and watching. I do appreciate you. I'm going to go for now, but I'll be back because I am always back. You guys take care. Bye-bye.